guys, what's going on? This is Wise back with another video of Java Essential Training Series. So this video is going to be about final keyword in Java. The final keyword in Java is used to restrict the user. The final keyword can be used in many contexts such as variable, method, and class. The final keyword can be applied with the variable. A final variable that have no value, it is called a blank final variable or uninitialized final variable. It can be initialized in a constructor only. The blank final variable can be static also, which will be initialized in a static block only. Alright, so now I will give you an example with the final keyword with the variables. So with that, I'm going to create a new class here. So I'm going to name it bike, okay, bike1. Alright, so I've got a new class here. So in the int variable, I'm going to type final first int, okay, and then I'll say price is equal to $40, right? And then I will make a method void, and I'll say, let's say price, let's say PR is equal, I've got to add parentheses, add a code block because that's a method. So we'll say s out, this is the price of the bike, okay? And then I'm going to go back to my main class, and here I'm going to add object, so bike1, okay? And then I can create obj as an object name, new bike1, all right? And then obj dot pr, okay, which is sorry, a price, right? So that's our variable here, the price. That's what we're going to access, right? So the price, okay, is equal to 50 semicolon, right? Now you can see that red line there. So if I hover over my cursor there, you can tell me that I cannot assign a value to a final variable because you can only define a value to the final variable at once wherever it exists at first place, all right, because it cannot be overridden, it cannot be changed. So that's how you can use the final keyword with variable. Now let's look at another example. I'm just going to get rid of this class, okay, and we're gonna look at how to use that in a method. So let's get rid of this as well. With the method, let's create another class again. I shouldn't have deleted it, but that's all right. So class bike, that's fine, bike, all right. So here in the bike, I'll say final, okay, void, and I'll say, let's say price, okay, and then add parentheses, add a code block, and then here I'm going to say s out, okay. So this is the final price, okay, and then that's it. Let's go back to our main class, and then to override that method, what we can do now is create another class, okay, and I will type, let's say I will say bike2, right? Here I'm going to create a method, right? So here we can create a method, let's say create another class basically. So to create a class, you can come down here and say class, okay, and you can type bike2, okay, and then extends bike, all right. And now if I hover my cursor, it's telling me cannot resolve symbol bike. All right, so that's not the one, so I have to use bike bike, all right. And then add a code block here, and then say void, let's say price method, and then we're gonna add a parentheses and add a code block. And here if I hover my cursor, it says price cannot override price in com.example.java, overridden method is final. So as you can see that you cannot create another method which is being created already as a final method, right? So let's get rid of this class as well. Okay, Now we have got this class. I just want to get rid of this class as well. There's so many classes, it probably get confusing. Okay, so we have two classes now. Let's look at the final keyword with the class now. So with the class, I'll go back to my bike class, all right? And then here, after the public, I'm just gonna get rid of this method as well, all right? And let's get rid of this as well. So I'm just going to type after public, which is the access modifier, to final. All right, so come down here and I'll try making another class. I'll try, and then I'll create a bike 2 extends, that's it, I'll say bike, all right, add a code block, and then come down here. So already there's a red line here, as you can see, that I cannot inherit from final.com. So you cannot even inherit from this, because this is the final class with the final keyword, right? So that was about the final keyword. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And as always, stay blessed, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Cheers.